Hello Stampers, my name is Linda Bedinger and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Denver, Colorado. And this is my buddy Puccini. He keeps me company in the craft room. Sometimes he helps. And we have a fun card for you today. Well, without the tail, we have, I had an interesting challenge this week. I had a swap to do for a group of demonstrators that I meet with here in Denver, and the card that they decided on was from a sketch. So I will show you the sketch and then I'll show you what I did with it. Here is the sketch we got. This one was from My Favorite Things, mftstamps.com, and this is the sketch they chose, and it's a regular A2 card, and theirs is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and I changed it up actually quite a bit. And then it has this large tag, then this piece, a label, and a couple of little circles. There's our buttons. So let me show you what I did with that sketch. This is the card I made. So I used some of the beautiful free paper that we get in Celebration that comes along with the stamp set, and I'll have the name up on the video for you. And the paper is just gorgeous, and the stamp set is very pretty too. Here's some of the papers, and this is one that you get with a $100 order. There's some that I used for today's card, and they have beautiful things on the back side, and they're all in these pretty colors. I think these might be all in colors. I'm not positive. No, that's not true because the yellow is Daffodil Delight. But this is some of the paper, and there's more. These big beautiful things are perfect for cutting out or using a big piece of round die to cut out the image and put it on your card. Anyway, this is the card that I used, and then on my sentiment, Friends Forever, what I used, this happened to be out on my desk, so I used the Cottage Rose, and there it says Friends Forever. And on this one, we might do Happy Birthday on that side and then stamp Friends Forever on the inside, just to be a little bit different. And so I'm using, this is that Orchid Oasis, which is one of the new in colors. Isn't it just luscious? Okay, the paper is called Wonderful World, and it's 12 by 12, and it has Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Melon Mambo, Mossy Meadow, Orchid Oasis, Pear Pizzazz, Rich Razzleberry, Sahara Sand, and Starry Sky. Well, I thought because the yellow was obviously stamped off here that it went better with So Saffron, at least for my card. So I used So Saffron. I used a white card base, A2 card base, 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored and folded at 4 1/4. Then my two layering pieces, one for the outside and one for the inside, is in So Saffron, and it's 4 by 5 1/4. Then my white piece on the inside is 3 3/4 by 5. This strip of designer series paper is 3/4 of an inch by 5. Then this piece, my purple tag here, we got to get, I think it's 2 1/2, yes, 2 1/2 by 4 3/4, and that you need that piece. Then let's see, we need, I used another piece, the back side of this one, this yellow stripe, because I thought that looked particularly good, and this piece is 3 inches by 3 5/8. And then my piece of designer series paper for the front of the card is 2 5/8 by 3 1/4, and that goes like this on the card base, or the piece here, like this. And then we need a piece for our sentiment that is, I believe it was 3 inches by, nope, 3 1/4. 3 1/4 by 3/4 of an inch. And that's what we needed to make the card. And here is my card base. And the first thing I'm going to do is adhere this yellow piece to the outside of my card. And that can just go straight on with a little adhesive. So I'm going to put together, so I'm making, probably 10 of these cards to take to my meeting. And this piece is done so that we have just a little tick mark part of the way up here, and we're going to cut a shallow tail on that right to about the middle. Now you can measure this to make absolutely sure you're right on this. And then that piece is also going to just go straight onto the card. And so that's going to go right over here, center top to bottom, and just giving us a little margin on the side. Then these two pieces are going to get glued together. Like that. And then we need some of the So Saffron, just a piece of scrap to do our stamping on. I have my piece here that is 3/4 of an inch by 3 1/4, and I'm going to stamp my Friends Forever over, oops, and you know I said I was going to do Happy Birthday, didn't I? And then do my Friends Forever on the inside. Let's see how that. Okay, so there's my Happy Birthday, and I made it much smaller, and then we'll stamp Friends Forever on the inside. Okay, so that would be on my piece of white that is 3 3/4 by 5. So I'll stamp my Friends Forever just right up here in the corner. And then I can add my piece of designer series paper to that. Okay, so there we go. And that is going to go on the yellow panel, a So Saffron panel that is again 4 by 5 1/4. And we'll just add some seal to it and put that on here. And get that ready to go on the inside of the card. This is really a very simple little card to make. One that you could turn out in a hurry, and you could turn out multiples pretty easily. First, I'm going to add this to the inside of the card. Just like that. Then this piece I'm going to put up on dimensionals. And I'm going to set that right here, just like that. Then I'm going to take our Happy Birthday tag here and add that right here. So I'm going to need a mini dimensional for one side in the back here, and a little bit of glue on the other end to go into place on the card. So here we go. There's my Happy Birthday. And then I pre-cut a bunch of these little circles, and on this one I think I'm going to put this little rose piece right on here. Oops, I forgot to take that dimensional back off. It's moving around. Okay, so this one I'm also going to add a little a regular dimensional to the back of this and put that into place right here on my card. Well, if I'm going to do that, I have to put my dimensional over a bit. I tore the paper, but it's not going to show because my flower is going to go right over the top of that. There we go. All right, now the only thing left to do on this is to add some embellishments, and I use some of these great fun butterflies. Move these circles out of the way here. And we could put a circle on the inside if we wanted to, just to add a little something something to the inside of this. And I'm going to add a little circle down here and a butterfly on the inside of this one right there. And then on the front of this, I'm going to add a butterfly up here, and I'm using the larger ones on this, and I'm going to put one right in here, and then maybe another little one right down here on the end, just like that. And there we go. That is my project for the day. How simple was that? Very fast and easy card. And looks like this just needs a little bit of a burnish here. And there we go. Using a sketch, and those are my swaps. So thank you so much for stopping by. I do so appreciate it. And if you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, well, I'd love to be your demonstrator. Or you could join my team. Now, right now, you join for $125, or pardon me, for $99, and it gets you $125 worth of product. And you have until the end of the year to make your first minimum. And the other big thing that's going on right now is on the 21st of June, check my blog, Stampin' Up! Is having a free shipping day. So there's some real good opportunity there. So again, that's it for me. My prize draw for the month will be a $50 shopping spree on me, as it always is. And you can put yourself in the drawing by putting an order of any size on my store, lbedinger.stampinup.net. You can get to it through my blog, www.inkandingenuity.com. Thanks a lot, and I'll be back soon with more cards, more projects, and more tips. Bye!